Hello, everyone. Do not mind my voice. I hurt. I got sicky again. I don't know how it keeps happening, but it is the end of spooky month, as you all are aware. Am I live? Man, God, Twitch. Thank you so much. Okay. Sam, say hi.
Howdy.
We will be joined by Grace soon, but we are going to start off. It is the end of Spooky Month. It is the last day that you will see this header. It's so sad. It's the last day. Well, for this year. We might use this one again. We might not.
No, it is the last Halloween ever.
No, let's not say that. No, put that energy out in the world. No, no. um, but to commemorate Halloween and Spooky Month, our first Spooky Month on the channel, we're gonna be sharing some spooky stories. And chat, you are also allowed to hop on in and share some scary stories. You know what? You know what's a good idea? Tell the Discord that I'm live. No, that's the wrong channel. No, that's also the wrong channel. We live. There. Get in here, ya fucks. Get your ass in here.
Come get y'all juice.
Come get y'all juice. But today we are just going to be sitting here, enjoying each other's company, and we will be sharing some spooky stories. So, start off, I would like to share a spooky story of mine.
Mm?
I'm gonna lay the foundation a little bit. We're gonna we're gonna get some spooks. We're gonna get some scares. So it was a while ago at this point. I guess it really isn't like too scary. Long story short, hello Scenic, hello. I'm sick again. If you can't tell by my voice, I have taken so much like medicine today that my stomach is upset. Yeah. That's the scariest. That's the scariest story. It's just rip. Yeah, no. I literally woke up with a sore throat and my first thought was no. Please. I've been doing
That-
so good,
that-
please.
that's the scariest thing of all.
Mild cold. Because like I can handle the stuffed upness. I can handle the stuffed upness. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. The second that my throat starts hurting and it hurts to swallow, that's it. I'm out. Nope. Nope. I am so happy that I'm in the kitchen these next 3 days, so I don't have to talk to anyone. I'm so fucking happy because, like, bro, I'm gonna be silent the entire time. Like, I'm gonna be like, my throat is killing me. I'm hoping that it's, like, gone by, like, Thursday, just in time for when I need to go get a Zani. Like, bro, I am praying to whatever being is in this world that uh, this this cold is gone soon. Um, Also, if you guys can't tell, I can't get an actual like campfire YouTube because YouTube said no. So unfortunate. You guys just get a really cool campfire photo and some campfire ambiance. That's what you get. Watch me get an ad. Is there an ad? That's gonna be the problem. No ads. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So the story that I have, it's not particularly scary. It's more of like a, oh, that happened. So, it was a while ago. I was working at my old I was working at my old uh like bar food job. Hey, it was Friday night fish fry, you know. And I'm getting in my car and I'm about to drive home. I finished cleaning up the kitchen and I was the only one, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go home. I get in my car and I called Davin because I was like, hey, I'm on my way home. It was like some back country roads and everything. It wasn't in the same town as me, so I'm just driving. And as I'm talking to him, my brain is like, hey, you need to look up in the sky right now. Like, just for some reason, it was like my gut instinct was like, look up in the sky, look up in the sky, look up in the sky. And I'm like, okay, it's like 11 at night. The fuck you mean? So I look up, and there's this really bright star. Like, unnaturally bright. And I'm like, oh. And literally, I looked at it for a fraction of a second, and I blinked and it was gone.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like I'm thinking it was a UFO. Hi dog. What's up, my guy? What's up? Welcome to Spooky Scary, the final day of Spooky Month. Like I said, you guys are free to put your stories. If you guys got some creepy stories that you want to like put in chat, we'll read them. Sadness, yes, I know, I am aware. But November brings new opportunities, such as Scarlet and Violet coming out, guys. It's less than within 3 weeks. 3 weeks! And then we have it! It's exciting! I have to finish the layout. I should have finished it like a month ago, but it's fine. You know, every day of the year has to be spooky. Well, oh no, for real, understandable, completely understandable. Yeah, so long story short, like TDLR, pretty sure I saw a UFO, and it spooked the shit out of me. Hi Gemma, hello, welcome. Sam, do you have any spooky stories to say? Rosemary, hello, welcome. Hi everyone. Welcome to the end of Spooky Month. We're gonna be sharing some spooky, scary stories. So please leave your scary stories in chat. We'll read them. It's just gonna have some campfire ambiance and everything. But Sam, the baton is passed to you.
Well, this didn't happen directly to me. Although, well, I know my grandparents' farm. It's the homestead farm. Like they built it in like 1850s when they came over from Ireland. And I know I say it was my great 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 grandfather who built it, including the barn. And I want to say that it was like a day or two after, after finishing building it, he had a heart attack and died right in the front steps.
Oh.
And more than one person has talked about seeing weird things in that barn, like more to be potential coincidence.
Oh. Spooky.
So there's that. I know. Oh God, what was it? My memory is failing me, but I know. Well, one thing is they stopped using it. I want to say mid '90s, but they still had a phone hookup, and I know there was a lot of like weird stuff happening with their phones.
Okay.
Like weird feedback, and like I don't know, just a lot of weird things with phones and radios like happening. But I don't know if it was an electrical problem or something else, but yeah.
There's just a lot of creepy, like, ooh.
It's like, why does the radio keep turning on? I know this thing is old, but it shouldn't have a problem. Why does this keep turning on?
Oh god, that is creepy. Ugh. Gemma has a story.
Cool.
One experience while I was awake lends itself to how my home is fenced. I was maybe 5 or 6. I was getting ready for school, and when I got in the car, I accidentally left my fingers on the opening while closing the door. I didn't necessarily feel pain, but a lot of pressure, and I was scared. It was a child-locked car, so I couldn't open it from the inside. My mother was inside the home. I screamed, I yelled until my voice grew hoarse. I was crying profusely. That's when a kid about a little younger than my age appeared. They had black as midnight hair and extremely white skin. I was so happy, telling them to go inside and get my mom. So they did. My mom came out the door in for a few seconds and freed me. This was originally a really funny story for me. I assumed that my younger brother must have been scared seeing my fingers be stuck. So I asked my mom what was his reaction. She was puzzled, to say the least, because my brother was still a baby and couldn't walk, and she was holding him the entire time. I felt embarrassed. Of course he couldn't. He was 2 years younger than me. So then I asked who was the kid that went to get you to go outside immediately. What kid? Nobody went to get me. It was only us three that morning. Oh,
Ooh.
that is spooky. That, like, wait, Gemma, that was. Is this a true story? Because if so, that's fucked, dude. Oh my god,
Uh,
that's scary. Ugh. Ugh.
um. Oh yeah.
Also, real quick, Rosemary425, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Sam, do you have any more creepy stories?
Oh. This one is actually did happen now to me. I know, like I mentioned before, live on a farm and we like milk cows, and there's like this room in the front of our barn called the milk house. It has all like the machinery for like pulling milk into the big bulk tanks and stuff. But there's like a kind of like a dark stone like crawl spacey area.
Oh.
It very shadowy, very dark, and we can't really be able to clean very much. There's little cobwebs you can't really see around the corner. And I know I was always in there a lot. And there, everyone was out like in the barn, actually moving machines around the cows. I was in there usually, like checking everything, switching some like hoses around for like the milk lines and stuff. But
Yeah.
I just remember feeling very uncomfortable around like that weird, very small, very narrow corner of the milk house. Well,
Yeah.
I got talking to some relatives there, and right around that corner, it turns out somebody died there once. A
Whoa.
previous, yeah, like a previous owner, someone must have got like backed over by a milk truck there once and died. Right, and it was like right at that corner of the room. It's like, oh, that's
Oh.
lovely. It's like,
Hmm.
and
Go ahead.
oh, and also I remember like we after we sold the cows a couple years ago, we got rid of a bunch of machinery in there, and like we found that little crawl spacey area. We don't know who it was. It was one of the previous owners. We found a bunch of like personal effects and forms and things stashed away back
Ooh.
there for we don't really know why.
Yeah, no, that is creepy. Gemma said, yeah, I felt like I was being gaslit the entire time because that was a true story. I
Ooh.
mean, at least the whatever helped you was nice. That's like a small, like reassuring
Yeah.
thing. Ugh.
They were helpful at least. That's good.
Scenic says the shortest spooky story ever written, at least from what I found on the internet. The last man on Earth sat alone in a room. There was a knock on the door. Ooh, I like that one. That one always gets me every time I see it. I know there was one time. So this isn't one of my stories. This is my friend Sarah's story. So she used to live in a house that was around 200 years old. And yeah, no, that was scary. I did see something that looked like a UFO too. I was camping with my dad. Ooh, please tell that story. Please do. But Sarah, she woke up one night. So her bedroom, I can't remember it for the life of me because she's been moved out of that house for so long now. But she woke up one night to her TV turned on and it was static, and she had looked over in the corner by her door and there was someone standing there. And she like asked if like, Mom, Dad, what are you doing? You know, person didn't answer her, and they turned around and vanished behind the corner. So she gets up to go follow them because she was little at this point, and she goes to her parents and they're sound asleep.
Oh.
Yeah, it like I've slept over in that house so much. I've never felt anything, but like she used to live there, and then two of my other friends used to live in that house. They were cousins, and then one of my like family friends lived in that house, and their basement is that basement in there freaks me out to no end. I I fucking hate that basement.
Oh, I I know that feeling. I had a relative who, like, they rented a house out like in the country and stuff, and they had a basement. Like our basement, it's not great, but it's not terrible. That basement though, it had dirt floors,
Oh.
like just stone walls. But then the thing is, like it was really weirdly shaped because it was kind of narrow but long, and right at the end there was this old rickety ass wooden door,
Oh. Nope.
and you open it, and there's a second basement, a cellar. The stair steps that go down, and they go down at such a steep angle you can't see what's down there really by just looking down the stairwell.
Yucky.
It's
Yucky,
like,
yucky,
just
yucky.
gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna stay away from that room.
Understood. Scenic says whatever was staring back at him from the bathroom mirror, he was certain it was something inhuman. With shaking hands, he reached for the door, but the knob wouldn't turn. Not much to tell, but it was early in the morning in the woods, and a circle that was reddish orange shot out into the open space like a giant flare with no fumes. But 200-year houses are spooky. Oh, yeah, no, the house that I live in, I live in it with my partner and three of our mutual friends. Um, it has a coal room, and it is creepy. I stream in the basement, and I just despise the basement is not the great place to be. But damn, you should story of the mannequin.
Like, uh, in the upper part, the haymow, like where you store the hay and stuff. We had these wooden rooms. Like back in the day, before they had silos, people would use them to store grain and all that. But they haven't been used in years, and they're all full of hay and junk and things. And I I was walking around in there one time for whatever reason, kind of digging around through junk, and I found something kind of like beige, like buried in the hay, and I was kind of like, what the hell is that all about? And I go here, and here is the top half of a mannequin buried in the hay,
Bleh.
just sitting in like. It didn't help that our haymow is massively underlit, so even in the day it's kind of dark and shadowy, especially in these like wooden rooms full of junk and things. Here's this old mannequin from God knows where. I don't even know how long it's been in there. It's like no one remembers it being there, so it might have been inherited from people who owned it from before back in the 50s, but even then it's like, and
Yeah.
like finding this like other bits and pieces of it buried in the hay every now and then. It's like, oh right, that was a thing.
Oh
Finding like,
god.
oh look, a hand or a foot. It's
Oh.
like, it's like I've never been big on mannequins in general, but they never bothered me too much. But like finding bits of its body, like just like while stacking hay bales or pulling hay out, is just never fun.
Oh yeah, no,
It's like,
for sure. It's it. Mm-mm.
it's like that's uncomfortable. I don't like this, and this like because we have like in the entire our like the space on top of our barn, it's about 100 feet lengthwise, 100 feet by like 25 feet wide, and there is one light bulb
Oh.
in the entire thing.
Oh. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, and also one of our silos is it like this isn't spooky in itself, but one of our silos is this. It's a special type of silo for holding corn called the harvestor. It's steel and airtight, but the thing is like when like in the summer when it gets hot, that air inside expands, so it has to go somewhere. But to keep it airtight, they have these basically they're like these giant bags that they basically use to store that extra like air while keeping it airtight.
Yeah.
Normally they have a special shed or something to put them in, but my dad trying to save on like money for it, he hung it up in the haymow up there, and it's like in the very back darkest corner.
Oh
This
no.
big white plastic bag, but like during the summer you'll hear like a breathing noise because it's slowly expanding.
Oh no.
And you look over, and you see this like dark mass kind of expanding from like the dark
Oh.
corner of the haymow up there. It's like, yeah, it's like this is uncomfortable. It's like I didn't spend much time there as a kid. I was like, I don't like it here.
I'm good, in fact.
It's like, I am very good.
And yes, Gemma, I sent you my Gmail in a separate doc, or in like a private message, so you are like you can send it to me there. And Scenic says realistic dolls are the worst in my opinion. Oh god, yeah. I like you guys know the Isle of the Dolls in like Mexico?
Hmm.
It is fucked, dude.
Oh yeah,
That shit is fucked. Alright. Okay, so Gemma has sent it. Nightmares are common among children, usually peaking between 3 to 12 years of age. This was most certainly the case for me. In kindergarten, I don't remember what my first nightmare was, nor does that really matter. What did matter was the fact that I had another one the night after, waking in a cold sweat, and the night after, jumping at my feet on my bed. Again and again, day after day, for a year. It's when I broke, though. I was under another nightmare when I forcefully turned the tide of the dream. I was aware. I was in control. That was my first lucid dream. The nightmare stopped for good. At least in that way. Things changed one night years later. I was dreaming peacefully, albeit in a space where everything seemed ultra realistic. Oddly, I couldn't will myself to wake up like usual. I was approached by a man in a house I wasn't familiar with. He had a red striped sweater, a hat. It wasn't until later that I was awake that I learned that was the iconic Freddy Krueger. Anyway, he offered to play a game with me. If I won, I would get to wake up immediately. If I lost, well, I would lose my soul. I didn't take it seriously. After all, I was a lucid dreamer. This is my dream. So I complied. It was a game of hide and seek. 3 rounds. He won the first one, leaving a cut on my chest to keep score. I won the next 2. But the last round, in the final few seconds of the game, and I woke up to the sound of laughter and with a really deep sense that something wasn't right. I went to the mirror and there it was. A cut on my chest alongside dried blood. That wasn't the only time. A week later, another game with a different opponent. A month later, another game with someone else. Again and again, my soul was on the line. I was cutting it close each time. Freddy, witches, dolls, grotesque monsters, clowns, the devil himself. This spanned from 8th grade through high school. Each dream with the game was always hyper-realistic, often leaving a mark in the morning after. Almost like a reminder that the dreams are never over. Ooh. Good one, Gemma.
Mhm.
Very good, very good. Very good, I like it. Ooh. And when when I was in Mexico, I saw a doll abandoned in a river. Ugh, nope. Bleh, no. I'll start crediting these stories I'm finding. Oh, okay, yes, please, go right ahead. I know the one with the last man on Earth was in his house. There was a knock on the door. That one has circulated the internet a lot of the times. So, next one here. Okay, cool. So, I'm trying to think. So, this next story I don't think is particularly like real, but it was something that scared me a lot as a kid. Mind you, for just people here, if this is something that's like the reason that I'm saying this is not really true is because my mom, my birth giver, is a drug addict, and she was the one that told me this story that happened, and she was smoking that night. So, we're prefacing that right now. The story, she and one of her friends were down in the basement of one of our houses, smoking. I'm assuming it was not cigarettes or weed. It was something a lot harder. And they heard what sounded like the door open and like heavy boot steps on the floor above. So they ran up because I was like a baby at that point. They ran up and they saw me just kind of like babbling at a wall. Like nothing was there, just babbling at a wall. It turns out, according to her, that there was an old man that had two big black dogs that died in that house.
Oh.
Yes. Therefore, again, my mother is a drug addict. So, may or may not be true. We're just laying that out there right now. That was just a spooky story that I figure you guys would like to hear. A little spooky. Ooh. I might have talked to an old man and his two big black doggies. Ooh. He's boogie.
Spooky.
Great spook story. Thank you. I attempted. All right. Sam, you got any more spooky stories?
I had to think. Get back to me. I know I have more. I just.
Nah, you're solid. Okay. I'm trying to think because I know. I'm trying to think if there are any other scary stories. I've had some really spooky dreams that I don't know if I've talked about on chat. I've told the Bonnie story, but I'll tell it again because I don't think Gemma's heard it. So, it was a long time ago, but it's like one of my most vivid dreams that I can still remember. So, you guys know, like apartment walls, correct? Like the white sterile apartment walls. Okay. You guys know that. Cool. And you like know that they have like some kind of carpet on them, and it's like the really crunchy carpet. I'll keep the copy and pasta stories coming, don't worry. Thank you, Scenic. You guys know like the crunchy carpet, the icky feeling carpet. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like hospital floor, like waiting room carpet. Okay, so it had that. It had the white sterile walls, and it had the hospital lights overhead. That was the setting of my dream.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, awful, terrible. And I'm with some of my family and some of my friends, and we're in this like labyrinth of this white sterile icky carpet like overhead light hell. And we're like in this sort of creepy weird like a Saw game, like Jigsaw. Okay, so we had to complete tasks and get clues to get out and be free. So we're going into the next challenge. We open the door, and there are 3 things in this room. There's a circuit board, there's a treadmill, and then there's Bonnie the Bunny laid out in a sitting position with his literal, like, innards just out. His wires, everything, chest compartment out. And he's just slumped over, like Golden Freddy. I immediately knew who he was, and I'm like, oh, fuck no, I ain't going in there with that bitch. But we needed to go in there to get the clue. So we go in and we get this like little envelope. Basically, it's like, hey, you need to hook up Bonnie's wires to the wires of the treadmill to get it going so you can open the door. Now I'm like, no. No thanks. In fact, I'd rather not. But like we needed to. And someone had to crawl into his stomach hatch to get the correct wires and go. I'm like, the fuck? And apparently, everyone had already voted for me to do it. You know, my closest family and friends went, hey, you got this, bud. And I went, what? Because I'm the smallest. Which is true, I am usually the shortest when we are in friend groups. It's obvious. Can't get much shorter of an adult than 5'2", I get it. So, I do the thing, and I miraculously hook up the fucking things. I don't know how I do it. And I start walking on the treadmill, and my family and friends are like looking over the clue and everything while I'm doing this thing. So nobody realizes until I look at Bonnie and he is now staring at me.
Oh.
I jump off the treadmill. I fucking book it and I'm like, "Bro, we need to go." And we run out the now open door. And I look behind me as I'm running and you just see like Bonnie like you know the walkers from or not or the zombies from World War Z how they literally like spider crawl at you and shit.
Mhm.
That's what he was doing and then I woke up. Could not sleep for the rest of the night. That shit was awful. Terrible. Disgusting. Bleh. It was yucky. It was yucky, and I was not a fan.
I know I've had my fair share of just weird, like weird, not so great dreams like that.
Ooh, do tell, do tell.
I, God, there's one. I don't know. I have no idea why this is, but for some reason, like like in a hydroelectric dam, water
Yeah.
flows into a turbine,
Yeah, yeah,
water
yeah.
splitter thing. For some reason, I had to like crawl into the turbine for some reason. I don't know if it's
Oh.
to breathe something, but like I had to crawl into one of the inlet tubes, and it was tiny. It was one of the things where like you physically I could not turn around. It was like crawling on like basically army crawling through it,
Oh.
and I don't know what I was doing in there, like in the actual like in the scroll case where the actual like turbine is held, like, and then I think there was there's like something blocking it, and I like pull out a piece of wood or something, and then all of a sudden I could start hearing like this like sound, like something winding up, like it was gonna start turning, and I was inside of it, just desperately trying
Oh.
to crawl out. I have no idea what caused it, but I
Oh.
do remember waking up in a cold sweat, just like desperately trying to like crawl out of this like dark concrete tunnel as I can like feel like water starting to come around me as uh, they open up the inlet valve.
Oh god, that's fucking terrifying. Jesus. Ugh. And Gemma, yes, I believe in ghosts. Sam, do you believe in ghosts?
Maybe.
I am a firm believer. I have 4 rules in this life to not fuck with the supernatural. You don't fuck with the Ouija boards. You don't fuck with the forest at night. You don't fuck with the Fae, and you don't fuck with anything on an indigenous reservation. That is like my firm belief. You don't fuck with
Mm-hmm.
that shit. Um, speaking of ghosts, so my dad, um, he spent some time in California for not very great reasons. My mom messed with those boards. Probs explained the nightmares. Oh, fuck that. Tell your mom to throw that shit out. You don't fuck with that shit. You don't fuck with that shit. You can keep that as a prop. You don't use that shit. um, but so my dad spent some time in California and was running with the wrong crowd and everything. He had some stuff happen. But I remember watching some stories on like the Queen Elizabeth or not the Queen Elizabeth, Queen Mary, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
That big ship that's docked in California, and it's like the oldest ship and one of the most haunted ships in America. And I was watching something on it, and I'm at the kitchen table is when I still live with my parents, and my dad looks over at the screen and goes, "Oh, they've redone some of the rooms," and I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he's like, "Yeah, they've redone some of the rooms," and I went, "No, you're not just gonna drop that shit on me. You've been to the Queen Mary?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been on the Queen Mary," and I'm like, "And you just have never told me this," and I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, no, you've never asked," and I'm like, "Well, did you see anything?" He's like, "See what?" And I'm like, "The most haunted docked ship in America. Have you seen anything?" And he's like, "Oh, like ghosts? I haven't seen anything, but I've definitely felt stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. Jem also said she did it in high school. For some reason, they had them. Very odd, though the supernatural fascinates me and prompts too much curiosity. Fair enough, fair enough. Like, I used to live by a cemetery when I lived with my parents. Like, they still live next to the cemetery. I used to take walks in there all the time. Never at night because no. um but like I knew most of the headstones. I would like do deep dive talks about my like to myself in that place, and it's just something comforting, I guess, but in a way it's also like, you all died. And I can say now that I know someone in that cemetery because it was about a year ago at this point, my great uncle passed away, and it was weird. It was weird going up there after his grave was finished because it's like I didn't really have any connection to anybody in that cemetery until he went there, and it was like, oh, huh, this is weird. And I live by one too. I relate to that. Oh yeah, no, they're almost like, I don't want to say like a liminal space, but it's like there's definitely something different about those places.
Oh, definitely. I know. Actually, I have actually been talking to a neighbor of mine. Uh, Neighbor of mine that they own this. It's this old farm. It's actually like it's like the oldest it's the oldest like settlement in the area. Like the buildings on the site were built in like the 1830s. The house and the barn, all original.
Mm-hmm.
But I found out that there, like up on one of the pastures, all overgrown, there is a cemetery up there.
Oh,
A cemetery for like some of the first like people that lived in the area there. Oh, the Ruggles family, and I know actually I found out about it, and I've noticed like I remember like driving by there, looking up in that like pasture area. I remember seeing all these like old dilapidated fence looking things, these old posts, and I remember like always thinking to myself, "Huh, I should ask what that's about." And I got permission. I asked her, "It's like, hey, like are there cemeteries up there? Can I go and check those out?" And she said, "Sure." And walking up there, and sure enough, there's a line of these like gravestones dating back to like 1830s to the 1870s that all been kind of overgrown. And
oh my
I asked her
god.
if you find if I could come up there and do some cleaning, just because it kind of felt bad that they're all kind of like being
Oh wow.
overgrown and forgotten about, and that's kind of what I've been doing the past couple weeks.
Dang.
It's like she like her husband used to like clean up every now and then, but he passed away like 10 years or so ago, and she's probably 93 now.
Oh god. Yeah. No. No way.
But like
Dang.
finding these like smaller like headstones like that are half buried in the dirt, and like trying to clean out like making out the names and everything, trying to write down as much as I can because it was like a private family
Oh.
like gravesite, so nothing about it was ever really documented any website or anything.
Yeah.
And none of the family, they're not around here if they're around at all.
Yeah. No. Oh my god. That's
Like
insane.
it is this. It's in a like a very like I don't know. It's a very scenic spot. It's very on top of this like very steep hill. Like it's like surrounded by trees.
Oh
But
man.
then I was like finding but it's a very neat spot. I know like finally found like old. Well, up there you can find like old tools and things people must have worked up there like years and years ago. Like back like I think I found like a fence that was put there in the last time was updated in the 1940s. I want to say it hasn't really been touched since.
Dang. And
But
no, that's creepy. Oh my. Like that's creepy, but also like whoa.
mm-hmm.
uh,
Like you could be walking through the woods there, you barely even notice it, but then it's like, oh, there's a fence here. Oh, there's some stones here. Those are gravestones.
whoa. Also, hey Thunder, thank you for popping in for a bit, and thank you. I drew all that. That's all of us and everything, and happy Halloween. And no worries, Scenic. I kind of figured you had to pop by and do something. Um, So I used to do something similar to that, but like I would go and like if there were like flowers that had blown off, like some of the fake flowers that had blown off by a grape, I would go put them on graves that didn't have anything. Um, and I know my grandpa had my grandpa, he had asked me, he was like, hey, would you by chance have a second to go maybe brighten up your grandma's grave real quick? And I was like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. So I went up and like I was just like painting in like her name and everything on the headstone. And my grandpa was like kind of like just staring at it, and he is just like, I guess he was getting kind of like existential for a second. I'm like, no, no, grandpa, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Rosemary is a friend of mine. Oh, cool. Hello, hello. Um so but no, like a death and stuff like that has always been like so odd in a way for me. I lost my grandma at like when I was like 13 and everything, and it was always something that like I felt like she's just kind of like been there. Like I went to go see her gravestone for the first time last year. And I was just basically talking to her and was like, "Hey, I'm doing all this stuff and this is my life at this moment and everything." And it was like I had this like just feeling of just like someone just kind of like gently putting their hands on my shoulders, but it was almost like it was almost too like light to tell,
Hmm.
and my brain's just kind of like, I just thought it was her. Or like, and like when we were like going away, I just kind of felt like my eyes were drawn to a specific rock over by her grave, and I just kind of felt like she might have just been sitting there just watching me. And
Hmm.
it's weird because I'm just like, oh, like, ah, ghosts freak me out.
I know I kind of had, I don't know, something kind of similar feeling. Well, actually, my grandma on my dad's side, I never actually knew her. She passed away probably 30, almost 40 years ago before I was born.
Yeah.
And I never I never actually knew where she was buried. I guess I don't really go to graveyards all that much and I never really put much thought into it, but like I know the general area, but there was like a couple different grave sites there, and I went around looking at them and I never find it. Well, then I finally heard from somebody that it isn't one of the ones that I visited. It's just in a very odd spot, and it's kind of like at the very top of a little knoll, but it's also
Oh.
kind of like in the back corner. Like it's kind of like a diamond shape, and it's kind of like in this knoll in the back corner, overlooking the whole like grave site. I never even noticed it up there. I
Oh.
finally found it. It was probably like 2 years of kind of like looking around, just kind of seeing if there was that name anywhere.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you found it.
I
I,
know this is kind of in a strange location, just kind of like separated from the rest. It wasn't any of the regular rows. I'm not quite sure why that was.
yeah, maybe
Yeah, just kind
she wanted her own spot.
of, I guess.
All right, this has gotten a little sad. We're gonna get off of that topic. Um, so for those of you that don't know, I have not lived my entire life in the state that I live now. I moved in. Okay, okay. Unrelated, but may you point out who's who in the lower right art? Oh, yes, I totally can. Okay, so the girl with the blue hair in the bottom right corner, that's Elena. And then going upwards and to the left, Peyton. Peyton has not unfortunately been able to be here a lot because she has been doing a lot of schoolwork. She's going to school for architecture, so she's been busy, which is completely fine. She pops in like in watches every now and then, but she's been in a lot of streams in the past, so she gets included in here. Then there's me telling the spooky ghost stories with Mothman behind me. Sam is over right next to me. And then finally there is Grace. That is all of us. I drew this. I want to say I finished it the day before Spooky Month started, which is very, very, very in character for me. Um. Oh yes, no problem, no problem. So this is completely unrelated to any of the spooky things, but as you guys know, as some of you guys might know, I haven't always lived in like in the state that I live in now. I moved from Minnesota, because mom is a shitty mom, and my dad got custody of me. So, it was, I think, like the first summer that I had moved here, because I literally moved in like a month and a half before school started, and I was about to go into fourth grade. And I had made friends with the neighbor kids, and we were just riding up in the cemetery. And there's this farm a little bit away, like ways away from like the oh my god, from the cemetery. Jesus Christ. And it housed a lot of barn cats. So like they were feral at this point, so they'd roam around and everything. And I remember seeing one that was like bright white, and it had like a touch of orange on its like on the top of its head. And I saw it, and I was really really wanted to go and get it. Couldn't go get it because of course it was feral. About a year later, damn near the exact same day, I saw that exact same cat. Which I was like, whoa, that's weird. That's
Hello again.
Hello again. What are you doing out here? Do you want to become a friend? You know? That was just something that was so weird to me. I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm jumping in and out a lot. Sorry. Don't worry, Scenic. No. Please. It's okay. I promise. No worries. You are A-okay. We're gonna be here for at least another, like, half hour, 45 minutes. I promise. You'll be fine. It's giving Cat from Coraline. Oh, for sure. Speaking of which, I was so scared of Coraline when I was younger. I was terrified.
Me too.
That movie scared the fucking shit out of me, and it was my friend Sarah's favorite movie. So I watched it with her because I wanted to spend time with her, and I watched that shit in 3D. Radiant. Why? Whoa. And I absolutely love it now. It's my fave. Oh, no, it's a good movie, and I love watching it now. When I was a kid, couldn't handle it. That and 1,000 Ways to Die. That scared the shit out of me, too. Like, the one where the guy got, like, split in half by the giant semi-wheel freaked me the shit out. I was like, nope. I started crying whenever it would come on, and my dad had to shut off the TV every time it happened. Scared the shit out of me. Goosebumps Goosebumps. Yep. That one too. Goosebumps. Could not do it. Like, I could read some of the books. Maybe. That was it. Couldn't do anything else. The show, fuck that. The intro, fuck that. I know. I'm trying to think if there was any others. Oh, yeah. Do you guys know, the whole, like, Slenderman thing that happened a couple years ago in Wisconsin? You guys know about that?
Yeah.
So that happened, like, a couple towns away from us. Scared the shit out of me. I liked watching the Slenderman, like, just, like, the mythos of it. I loved watching it. Because it was, like, it was such a, like, it was one of my first introductions to horror games, like, right beside Amnesia. And, like, Slenderman, I was like, whoa, this is like this is a creepy dude.
Mhm.
And then one day I figured out, or like we found out what happened. And I was like, oh, why? Why would you do that? What the fuck? Yo, he's just a video game character, you freaky kids. Jesus. I don't know. I was just like in such disbelief that someone would just like go and do that. That's so. Ugh. Regardless, I have a tangent on that. So I had a dream that was like, it was like maybe like a 2-second dream. It consisted of me and some of my like elementary school friends. We were playing Ghost in the Graveyard at my house in the dream, and I looked up into the cemetery by my house, and I see him just like standing there, and I would blink and he would get closer and closer every single time. So I would yell at my friend. I yelled at my friends. I'm like, we gotta go, gotta go. And we were like running in my house, and I think the last thing I remember was him grabbing my leg, and I woke up.
Ooh.
Nope. I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Bleh.
I know. I remember as a kid. I know like playing like Ghost in the Graveyard, playing it like out at the farm out here. Which one thing that was always fun was there's a lot of cool, good places to hide around here, especially at night. Because like, well, one time I know it's someone who hid in one of our empty silos, which that was kind of creepy because your voice echoes an awful lot in there, and it's
Oh,
completely pitch black.
no.
Or we have this like old white shed, which at this point is like on its last legs. I still do not know how it's still standing, but hiding up in the rafters in there because there's an easy way to get to it that you can't really see through any kind of regular lights. So that's fun.
Ew. Yucky. Gemma says Slenderman was one of my opponents. Rip. Oh, yeah, no. Ugh. Nah. I know. Trying to think of any other like spooky-ish. Man, I don't really have a lot. Like the spooks just kind of like they don't like me. They don't come around me.
I mean, same here. For me, it's more of just eerie rather than outright
Oh
spooky or
yeah.
scary.
Oh yeah, no. Oh no, cuz you mentioned eerie. This one is like just like genuinely creepy. I was hanging out with some friends. Sarah was one of them. I want to do a haunted road trip. Ooh, yes. Some haunted houses in like just the area. We love it. Um, but I was hanging out with two of my friends in middle school, and we were sitting outside the apartment complex that they lived at. And like we were talking, and one of my friends goes, "How long has that guy been staring at us?" And we all three look, and there's just this dude standing on his like balcony, just staring at us.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, he did not stop staring at us for like an hour and a half, and it was fucking terrifying. Like, her parents, one of their parents were right there, so we weren't in any immediate danger, but it was like, ew. We are not walking back to my house. We are calling my parents for a ride home. Fuck that. And he just, like, he literally was just staring. And I'm like, buddy, do you want to tussle? Do you want to, like, what's your game plan here, bud? What you doing? What do you want? You want money? Do you want me to hit you? I'm like 12. I ain't going to jail. So, like, you want to tussle? We can tussle.
What do you want from me?
Literally, I'll throw my shoe at you, bud. I don't give a shit. I'll throw my fucking shoe at you. Man. Like, I have, like, eerie things that have happened to me. But nothing, like... Oh, actually, wait, no. So I had it was a while. It was like actually it wasn't a while ago. It was like a month ago. I'm driving back home from work, and this I see this like little tiny like shape that it was a little small animal just like run into the road and run over by like my one of my roommates' cars. And I was worried I didn't want to hit it, so I parked in the spot like behind the spot from my roommate's car. And I
Hmm.
realized it's a little cat. And I'm like, okay. And it's a black cat. And I'm like, wait a minute, because my cat Scout, he's all full black and everything. And he has gotten out before, but the thing is, I didn't hear a bell. So I knew I wasn't sure if it was him or not. So I got on my car and I'm like looking, and it's looking at me, and I'm like, "Hi kitty, hi kitty," and then I go, "Scout," because he recognizes my voice. He'll come when he's called and everything. So does not come near me, does not meow. So it's not him. And I'm like, okay, so you're just a random ass cat. The cat walks by me, like literally is like 2 feet in front of me, staring at me, and I'm like, okay. I was gonna like go over by it. It did not run. And I'm like, okay. So I was gonna go over by it, and I was gonna like try to maybe see if I could get it inside so like it wasn't cold or anything, and maybe call the Humane Society in the morning. Nothing. And I'm like, okay. And I bid it good night. I'm walking by and I'm realizing that this thing is just staring at me the entire time I'm walking across the street. It is just staring at me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Buddy, what you doing? And he is not breaking eye contact with me. He is staring at me the entire time. It is not until I am across the road and I'm almost to my door that he runs off. I'm like, huh?
Okay, bye then, little man.
Goodbye, little man. Gemma says, once I was studying at my desk in my room with the door closed. I was home alone. I must have been, but there was a knock on my bedroom door. I don't know why, but I just yelled out, "You're not allowed here." The end. Eventually, my father came home hours later. Ooh. Ugh. I love black cats. I consider them good luck with number 13. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Scout has brought me so much good luck over the years. He's a little rat. I love him, but he's a little rat. Oh. What other eerie occurrences do you have?
Hmm. Ugh.
The sore throat is starting to set in very, very hard.
Oh no.
I know. I'm gonna just down some NyQuil and then just go to bed after this. No, I definitely think that a lot of like cryptids exist, but they're not in the way that we like envision them to be.
Hmm.
And I feel like ghosts exist too. They're just like they're just on another plane of existence.
Hmm.
But it's always like so eerie every time I go into like some place that is like haunted and it's like known to be haunted, and I'm like, oh, ew. Something happened here. Ew. Yucky. That's why I love Gravity Falls. I was that cryptic nerd. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Same here. I loved Gravity Falls.
Oh, me too.
Gravity Falls and Over the Garden Wall were such good spooky season stories.
Hmm.
I love that shit. Oh my god. I know. I don't think Amanda's in chat right now, but Amanda, my coworker, she pops into chat every now and then. That pumpkin episode scared me. Oh fuck yeah. Icky. Oh shit. Do you guys know, like, like just like the creepypastas and everything? Do you know the episode Squidward's unaliving? I'm not going to say that word out onto the internet. I'm not going to say that. You guys know what I mean, right? Sam. Oh no, Sam. Sam has been taken to the ether. In Minecraft, yes, in Minecraft. Sam, you've been taken to the ether realm. Oh no, I'm alone. Hold on. Sam. He might have to start his shit again. So anyways, I will start again. I will start the story. Oh, okay. Oh, he's going to join back in. Oh, there you are.
I have no idea what happened. My internet didn't. I don't think my internet blinked out or anything, but I don't know what happened there.
We were talking. I mentioned Squidward's unaliving in Minecraft episode, and you just went blank. Radio silence.
I heard that part. Well, what I don't understand is I could hear you through most of that, but you couldn't hear me, and I turned off my internet, turned it back on, and that seemed to work, and I don't know how that happened.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. Ew. Yeah, no, creepy. Ew. But no, so, that episode scarred me so badly. That and fucking, Cupcakes, the My Little Pony thing and the Rainbow Factory, that shit scared the fuck out of me. That shit, that was something that, like, made my skin crawl. That and, like, the really creepy SCPs. Those two. Speaking of which, Sam, what do you know anything about SCPs? Like, do you have a specifically favorite one?
My knowledge is minimal at best.
Alright, so there is one. I'm assuming you know the Forever IKEA.
Yep.
That one spooks the fuck out of me. Gemma says, dude, my friend when I was in 4th grade showed me this terrible YouTube video, SpongeBob and Patrick and Saw. Oh god. Yuck. No, I can't do gore. That's the thing that I cannot do is gore. Gore gets me, like, if it, like, Attack on Titan gore makes me nauseous. That shit, I don't, like, I understand the love for Attack on Titan. I just cannot, like, for the people that can get through the gore, I just want to ask how, and are you okay? That is my big thing.
Gore does never really, most gore doesn't really bother me and stuff, but I guess I was exposed to a lot of that stuff at probably a younger age than I ever should have, but
No, understood. Radiant said, I heard Attack on Titan, you got my attention. Ah, perfect! Radiant, how the hell do you watch that with that much fucking gore, and are you okay? Like, gore is something that I physically, like, I cannot do. Like, if it's, like, fresh, over-the-top gore, nope. I will puke on, like, on command. Fuck that shit. I hate that shit. But no. Whoever still likes Aaron is a red flag, and I'm okay only because my friend would show me real that in Minecraft. Ah. Very messed up, my brain early. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Gemma. Jesus Christ. Well, we will never do that here, so promised on that one, we will never do that here. I know the don't hug me, I'm scared. That shit, that shit fucked me up as a child. Live Leak was crazy. Oh my god, that shit. Bleh.
Yeah, I had to explain to my parents what that was. Like, they heard something on the news about being shut down, and I had to explain what the hell that was. And it's like,
Uh-huh.
it's like, you see, let me just preface this: the internet's a fucked up place.
Yes, and this fucked up place got a part of it carved out. It is a very minimal part of a wider problem, but it got carved out. And that has a TV show. Don't Hunk Me, I'm Scared is great. I rewatched some of it today. Nope. That and Happy Tree Friends. Nope. I I was lured in with the cute little fun, like happy, like characters. And then in the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, I saw the organ cake. And I went, no.
oh, it gets so much worse.
Yeah, and I will never watch it.
steer, steer, like, I guess trying to like it varies. Well, like I said, it varies episode to episode. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, the last one of the web series, gore wise, isn't really that bad. I know, like, it varies. I know but yeah, there's definitely. I think it's episode 5. That's the one. That's the one you probably want to avoid. They learned about healthy eating and whatnot.
Oh, no. I can understand the implications behind that.
Yeah.
Radiant said Attack on Titan wasn't too bad besides the first episode or any of the two big massacres. And Gemma, Happy Tree Friends. Do not look that up if you are really bad with gore. It literally has like the style of Bluey the dog. And then I think one of the little guys gets put through like a wood chipper, and you see everything, and is awful.
Yeah, I know. Like, like it's like, I think if someone described it as Sesame Street when it got messed up on heroin.
Yes, and my curiosity is my undoing. No, Gemma, please. If you cannot handle gore, you will hate yourself for it. Just take my word for it. Its guise is very happy and very nice, and then it's not.
I
Ugh.
I know, like, for like the TV show. I think it's like the 5th one, Transportation. That one isn't bad on the gore. It's still creepy, but it lands the sort of more existential horror. It's not really. It's like, it's probably, I'm trying to think, probably the least gory one. It's like, if you do want to subject yourself, that might be a good place to start.
Yeah.
I will warn you though, other episodes are, yeah.
Yeah. I heard 2 elementary school age kids talk about Happy for True Friends. Oh god. Oh no. And to be honest, gore gets me angry, and I'm not sure why. Gonna need to see a therapist for that. And yes, Radiant. Oh no. No, like, I legitimately do not understand why. But it is just something like gore just makes me feel uneasy. It was a cursed eavesdrop. Yes, it was. I know. Salad Fingers fucked me up for a little bit. But, like, not nearly as bad as I thought it would. It just fucked me up a little bit. It was like, oh, he's just a creepy dude. And then it's like, oh. And then I just went back to watching Nyan Cat, and then I was happy. I'm trying to think. There was... Oh, what else was my young brain subjected to at a very young age that shouldn't have been? Shane Dawson. That was scary. Speaking of that, who the hell was allowed to, like, that one emo girl I know showed me salad fingers at a young age. Oh god. Oh. Why the hell was Omegle such like a wide like sleepover concept?
Hmm?
Do you not know Omegle, Sam?
The name sounds like familiar, but I don't know anything
Oh my.
about it. I recognize that name.
Omegle is literally like a chat website where you can meet literal strangers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like oh, let's go on Omegle and make some friends and everything, or like, oh, this celebrity is doing something, let's go on there. The video chat, yes. You mean the only Radiant? No, Radiant. Yo, stop that. I just like it was such a weird like. I don't know why. We were going on that. Yeah, most times it was weird people being weird. Yeah, it was. Literally, like, me and my friends would go on there as, like, a fun, like, ooh, like a sleepover idea when we were bored. And we met some weird fucking people. We met
Yeah.
some okay-ish people, but not, like, just friend zone Tinder for basic white folks. and the weird being weird, not in an ooh cool way. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Fuck that. Like, ugh. Blech.
Turns out being matched with random strangers on the internet isn't always a good thing.
Exactly. Like, I have some internet friends that like I've seen like actual pictures of and everything, and like we have talked for a long time. But
Mhm.
good lord, internet security is a thing. It was either underage girls at a sleepover or a middle-aged man. Yup. Exactly. Someone, I want to say it was in like 8th grade. Someone said that Markiplier was going on Omegle for like a meet and greet shit. And oh my god, I popped off for that shit. Me and one of my friends were on there for like an hour and a half trying to find him. Didn't find anybody. Didn't find him.
Disappointment.
Disappointment. He was never fucking live on there. Not sure how I feel about those being the two common demographics. Oh yeah, no, it's bleh, 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 yucky.
The two common demographics. That's the only demographics.
Yeah, no, icky, gross, terrible, disgusting. I'm trying to think if there was anything. I'm trying to think if there was any other creepy stories that I had. Sam, do you have any more creepy stories? Anybody else have any creepy stories that they want to tell?
Nothing's popping into mind.
What's up?
Nothing's coming to mind.
I mean, to be honest, man, I don't know about how y'all are feeling right now, but I am a little bit tapped out.
Me too. I got class tomorrow morning.
Oh my god, go! Oh my god, you can go to bed. No worries. I'm probably gonna stream just for a little bit longer, but Sam, if you want to hop out for the night and go to bed, go the fuck to bed, my guy.
Okie dokie, I might take your word on that.
No, please go to bed. Go to bed. You got class in the morning. Please. Thank you for hanging out tonight, man. Thank you for the spooky stories.
Oh, no problem. I don't know how spooky they were, but I figured I'd pop in considering it is Halloween after all.
Halloween, yes. No, please go to bed. Thank you so much for swinging by.
No problem.
Alright, bye, man.
See ya.
Alright. So that just means it's you guys and me for a little bit longer. And any conspiracy theories, and the moon has made a cheese, changed my mind. I don't have any spooky stories. Responsible friend I stand. Get Halloween. Hallow that ween. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh my god, I'm trying to think. One, like, kind of just like a very story. This is like hits a little bit like, ooh, like, because this is like a real thing that can happen. It was when I was working at McDonald's in a couple towns over from me. It was my first job and everything, and I was 16, going on 17. Yeah. And I remember one night it was me, my current roommate, and two other young teenage girls, and one like middle-aged girl manager. And we are closing for the night, and this dude comes in here. He is strung out on something. We have no fucking clue what he is strung out on, but he is strung out on something. And he is going around asking every single person in the lobby if they can drive him into Madison for $20. And Madison is the big city that is like one of the big cities here. And he comes up to each and every one of us young girls and goes, "Hey, what time do you guys get off? What time do you guys get off? Do you get off soon? Do you get off soon?" And we all went, "Oh, we all get off at the same time." And he's like, "Oh, when's that? When's that?" And we were like, "Oh, we don't know." He did not leave for like 20 minutes. And one of us was off soon. And we had to have our manager watch out the front window while someone walked her to her car. I think it was actually two of us walked her to her car, and then the other two walked back. It was just something that was like so fucking creepy for me. It was just like, like that. That's something that will always stick in my mind. That's scary shit. Yeah, no, it was weird. Manager in my hometown at Wendy's was a crack dealer in Minecraft. Oh my god. Oh my. Whoa! Huh! Crazy. One of the managers there was also a dealer in Minecraft. But he never pushed it on anybody. He just offered if they wanted something, if they were stressed. He was a nice. He was a nice gentleman. He never pressured anyone. He just said that the offer was always on the table. He was. I miss that man. He was one of the nicest managers there. I have no idea where he is now. I know he is still kicking, though. So, there's to that. I'm pretty sure that he is doing a lot better. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't really have any other spooky stories for you guys tonight. But for conspiracy theories, Princess Diana was most definitely unalived in Minecraft on purpose. That one I wholeheartedly believe. And I feel like the Titanic and its sister ship were switched at birth. Switched at birth. They were switched before launch. I don't run into any strange people, but I also don't do much. Hey, you come into my place of work a lot. That will soon be your place of work, Whisper. So consider that you will be doing something. And saying yes, no, Gemma. I completely and totally see it. I know. I don't know if this is so much a conspiracy theory, but I believe the Megalodon is still real. Peekaboo, hi Scenic. It's just me now. Sam had to go to bed because he has class in the morning. So it is now just me, only for a little while longer because, boy oh boy, has this sore throat really started hitting me. Ugh. It was real at least at one point. Oh yeah, no, I think it's still out there somewhere. It's just like, come on, how the hell have we only explored how have we explored more of our solar system than our own fucking oceans? Excuse me. Me totally not skipping class tomorrow or anything and all. Scenic, no, you don't skip class unless you're sick. Then you can. You need to go to bed. If you need to go to school tomorrow, you can go to bed. I promise. You will not miss anything. I promise. The VOD will be up. No. This is me being a big older sibling and telling you to go to bed. Oh my god. And I can really feel the age in my back. Ow. No, I think the Megalodon is real. I think a lot of the cryptids are real, and they are very good at hiding. I never missed a single class, and I did let my teacher know. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Please know we are not old, so it's okay. Okay, Scenic. I guess I won't yell at you this time. And I'm not old. Sorry. Oh. I am what people would call top heavy in a certain area, so my back hurts because of that. She said we weren't doing much tomorrow anyways. Okay, got you. No, my back hurts because of that, and also just I did not sleep well last night, so hoping I take some NyQuil and I just pass the fuck out, and then I wake up and I no longer have a sore throat. Perfect. No, I think the Megalodon was real. The whole Tupac is still out there now, or the whole Elvis is still left now. Bigfoot where, right? I want to meet a Bigfoot. I want to meet Bigfoot. I want to just like I want to hug him. I don't know why, but I just want to hug him. I want to just hug him, and I want to like pat him on the head, tell him good job, give him a cookie. That's what I want. Dap him up, right? Dap me up, Bigfoot. Dap me up, Mr. Squatch. Dap me up. I sad to see it come to an end because Halloween is my favorite holiday. I know. I'm sorry, Scenic. Well, we're gonna do this again next year, and just think, November is upon us, which means Scarlet and Violet is coming. We're gonna have Scarlet and Violet soon. I'm so excited. I've been so excited for this game. I'm so ready. But no, I have always wanted to go 18 days, right? Yes, 18, soon to be 17 days. We are playing it on release day, so that Friday we'll probably be doing a little bit of an earlier stream, and we're gonna be doing it then. And just love seeing the costumes people come up with, and love getting in costume as well. Oh god, same. I went as it could have been taken as a Dead by Daylight like NPC, or just a typical horror movie victim, because I didn't have to buy anything then. I could just use makeup on my face, so it was great. But I've always wanted to go early stream. I want to play as I watch. Okay, so I have to think about how this would work, because that Friday, if I'm right, I know Grace and Elena are going to be going to a con. Like I want to say it's Daisho Con. I think they're going somewhere. So we have to figure out a time that works for everyone. I saw a really cool Huntress costume day. Ooh, we love that. My little brother dressed as Beetlejuice. And Asha was in a maid outfit today. Yes, I know. He sent me the photo. And I didn't think about the time at the time, but I should have got a pic with them. Dang. Oh no, lol. No. Asho has told me about the maid outfit. I thought it was funny. And what the hell was Mimic dressed as? It looked like just like a stereotypical like bar worker in like medieval times. That's what I saw. For reference, Gemma and Scenic, I know Radiant and Mimic and Asho in real life. Asho's my coworker. Radiant will soon be my coworker, and it was like a pirate or something. Oh, okay, got it. But no, I've always wanted to go to Scotland, just so I could go to Loch Ness, just to like have a fateful encounter. I would love to see Nessie in real life. I would pop off. I would never tell any news article ever. I would never take a photo. Nothing. I just want the experience. Shiny Gyarados encounter. Yes. I want to be friends with Nessie. I do too. She looks like she'd be such a good, like, baby to pet, you know? She's just like, I want to pet her. I feel like she'd feel like a dolphin. Like that episode in Dinosaur King. Right? I just want to pet her. Or the movie Waterhorse. Oh my god, yes. You guys are my people. Oh my god, you guys know exactly this shit. No. I want someday, if I could ever just like go out and like see if any of these cryptids were real, oh my god, I'd pop off. Nobody would know, but like a select few of people. No news articles would ever know. I literally would just be like, oh my god, guys, guess what I saw? I met Nessie. And you guys would like totally believe me. And then Devin, my partner, would go, no, you didn't. I'd be like, look at this, bitch, what is this? And they just go, it's Photoshop. And I'm like, no, it's not. You non-believer. Oh, and I will be adding the Pokemon bot to the Discord. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes. Speaking of which, anybody that has not checked out the Discord, please, please, please go and check the Discord. Scenic did such an amazing job on it. And it's just, it's such a cool thing. It's so cool. They did a wonderful job on it. And I know the Pokebot will be added soon. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's already 12:02. Jesus Christ, we've been going for almost an hour and a half. Ah. No, I think we are getting close to the end of the stream, though. It is very unfortunate. No, I wanted to stream for a lot longer tonight, but I'm gonna be honest, I am having such a hard time keeping my eyes open. I have to make sure I work it correctly so it doesn't start making Pokemon appear in every channel. Lol, understandable. So yeah, if you guys want to go and have fun, it's good to rest. Oh, thank you. No, trust me, I don't work until early tomorrow, or I don't work until later tomorrow, so I'm gonna be sleeping in good tomorrow. Yes, so here's the link for the Discord in case anyone needs it, if anybody has not gotten their chance to go into it yet. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for Scarlet and Violet, you guys. I'm so excited, and in theory, I will be taking some time this week in between like working and stuff to potentially finish up training the rest of our mons so that we can just give them the 2 rare candies each that they get and maybe go into the Elite Four soon. And I think when I know I got nothing tomorrow, I pop a melatonin to sleep good. Oh god, that sounds wonderful. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Oh my god. Wiggle Worm, all I'm gonna say to not spoil anything. Oh yes, Wiggle Worm. Little man. Scenic, that's the one that you're choosing, right? To like name? That is yours that you are laying claim to right now? If I remember right, I think what's sleep? Scenic? No. You need sleep. Yes. Okay. So Scenic has Mr. Wiggle Worm. That is yours. That is your baby that you get to name. I'll come up with a good name. Okay, no worries. I don't think we're gonna come up on it for a while, so you have a long time to think about it. Yeah. I think that's it. How many have been claimed? That's a good question. I know. Oh my god. I honestly think it's just the starters being claimed by me. I want to say there's only been 7 have been claimed. And if we catch more, you are more than welcome to choose that one as well. It is not like oh, you can't choose that one. You are more than welcome to choose another one if we catch another one. You are more than welcome to do that, so no worries on that. And if you want, you are able to choose the name for when we get the other 2 starters. You are also allowed to name those as well. I know neither of the legendaries have been claimed. I don't think... Yeah, no, there have not been a lot that have been claimed. I just know I gave some Pokemon that, like, I gave my friends like some of the Pokemon like between what had been like shown, and they claimed them through that. I will say them out in stream as well, like who's claimed who so far. Gemma, if you want to look up some of the Pokemon, you do not have to. It's just the second you find something that is like yours, if it is one that's already been claimed, we will catch another one, and you are more than welcome to look at that too, because you haven't been seeing any of them. Being in Florida is fun, as it was fun, but felt like 100 degrees with me in costume. Oh, that's pain. I'm so sorry, dude. Ugh. But unfortunately, it is the time to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for an amazing spooky month. And I'll do that as I watch. It feels more special seeing one pop up low. Understandable. Completely understandable. Thank you guys so much for an amazing spooky month. I had so much fun doing this, and everybody else wanted, like, just spending time with you guys, playing these scary games and everything. It's so much fun to do. And I just want to say I'm so happy that I have just this little community that you guys are all in. It's an amazing little community that we've built, and I'm really happy that you guys are having fun. At least I hope you guys are having fun. I think you guys are having fun. And yeah. So tune in on Thursday for the return of Minecraft. It's been a whole month without Minecraft, and we're back. We're back. We're gonna forget everything that we were doing, but we are back. big ups for Minecraft. It's been a while, but we're gonna be back at it again. And then on Monday, the funny block game. Yes, the funny block game. Hey, Minecraft. Yes. We'll be back with Minecraft, and then we will be back with Dream Daddy for a little bit. And in theory, we will be able to start, hopefully, speedrunning through the rest of Pokemon Soul Silver. Hopefully, I hope. But I've been here for a little while, but I'm loving it here. Oh, that makes me feel so good, Gemma. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you like it here. It's awesome to have you here. It's awesome to have you guys all here. And I just want to say also, I was looking at some of the analytics, and we're close to being an affiliate. We are so close. And it's insane. It's whoa. I'm overthinking about the only multiplayer aspect of the Long Dark. We will play the Long Dark soon, I promise. But I know it's exciting, and I'm so happy because, like, I just thank you, and you guys deserve this too. This is everybody's little contribution, and I'm just so happy that we're getting there. But anyways, I have rambled on for so much. You guys need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. And the Long Dark has a really good campaign. We will get there. I promise, Scenic. We will do that. If not for next spooky month, we're doing it sooner. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys for joining me for spooky month. It was an amazing time. And we will see you all next time. Bye.